Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Something About That Name by Ann Wilson. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Alright, so grab your acoustic guitar and you don't need a capo today. Yes! And let's get started. Alright, so like I said, you don't need a capo and you're going to need to know the following chords because the key of the song is D major. So here are the chords you need to know. D, A, G, D over F sharp, B minor, and F sharp. So kind of a cool combination of chords for this song. Let's start with D because there's two variations of it. Regular D and D over F sharp. So for the regular chord, just put your index finger on the G string, 2nd fret, middle finger, high E, 2nd fret also, and ring finger goes on the B string, 3rd fret. Now, you're not going to strum the bottom 2 strings for this, so really the D string down. And there's your D chord. Now play D over F sharp, put your index finger on that low E 2nd fret. Your middle finger is going to cover the G string 2nd fret now, and you don't have to worry about the high E. So basically strum everything down because the A string is now muted by your index finger. D over F sharp. All right, for the next one we have G. So put your middle finger now on the 3rd fret, low E string, index finger, A string 2nd fret, ring finger and pinky go on the high E and B strings of the 3rd fret. And that's the G chord. For the A chord, you could either bar it or you could just squeeze all 3 fingers in the 2nd fret space to cover the D, G, and B strings. And you can't strum the low E for this one, but everything else is fair game. And that's the A chord. For the B minor, you're going to bar the entire 2nd fret, put your middle finger down on the B string, 3rd fret, ring finger and pinky go on the G and D strings of the 4th fret. Now you can't strum the low E for this one either. And that is the B minor. To play F sharp though, you really just bump everything up 1 string. So now my index finger is covering the entire fretboard, so barring everything. Then my middle finger covers G string 3rd fret and ring finger and pinky covering the A and D strings of the 4th fret. So this is F sharp major. All right, so those are all the chords you need to know. I'm going to give you a little bonus content though, because the song starts off with an electric guitar intro with some piano, and Ann is also singing with that as well. But here is the intro. Just play that on the acoustic. It's not part of the song, but it is the electric guitar part. If you don't have an electric guitarist, this is just for you. So here is the intro. So really, that's just the pentatonic scale. You could play this on the G string 7th fret like I did. You could also play it in other places on the neck, but I prefer it this way because everything's kind of centralized. So after we play through the song, I can break that down a little further for you. But like I said, it's not really an acoustic guitar part. It's more meant for the electric guitarist. But if you don't have an electric guitarist in your band, hey, I'm just giving it to you for free. But as we play through the song, don't worry, I'll put the chords on screen for you and I'll say them as we go along. And like I said, I'll break down that intro in just a moment. All right, here we go. B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, A, B minor, D, F sharp, B minor, G, A, B minor, D, G, D, B minor, D, G, A, B minor, D, F sharp, B minor, G, A, D, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, A, B minor, D, F sharp, B minor, G, A, B minor, D, G, D, B minor, D, G, A, B minor, D, F sharp, B minor, G, A, D, B minor, A, D, D over F sharp, G, B minor, A, D, D over F sharp, G, B minor, A, D, D over F sharp, G, A, D, B minor, A, D, D over F sharp, G, B minor, A, D, D over F sharp, G, B minor, A, D, D over F sharp, G, A, D, B minor, D, G, D, B minor, D, G, A, B minor, D, F sharp, B minor, G, A, B minor, D, G, A, D. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. Like I said, here is the intro broken down a little bit more. I'm starting on the G string 7th fret, and that's my first note. And then 9th fret, B string 7th fret, B string 10, and D string 9. Now, sometimes I like to go back to that 7th fret again, G string, and then I start that riff one more time, just a little bit higher now. So G string 7, 9, 7 on the B, 10 on the B, 7 on high E, and 10 on high E. And if you know your pentatonic scale, that's basically the entire scale right there in that second half of the riff. So without me talking, here it is slowly. There you go. That's the opening riff. And here is the strumming pattern that I'm using for the rhythm, starting on a B minor. G, D. Same thing. Now G, A. So now without changing chords, just the right hand. Something pretty simple like that. You don't want to overstrum here and kind of lay back in the mix. So for the choruses, you can use the same strumming pattern, but you can just do a little bit louder. B minor. Something like that, but you don't want to go crazy either over there. Now there's some parts near the end of the chorus right before the bridge. You want to make sure that you're crescendoing just a little bit with that chord and you're just downstrumming. The hardest part really of the song is in the bridge, especially when you're playing rhythm because the chords change so quickly. So here are those chords again at normal speed. And that is kind of fast, so now I'm going to break it down a little slower. B minor, A, D, D over F sharp, G. Now, don't let any of those chords bug you. If you have to slow down the song or practice at that speed, that's not a problem at all. Just make sure that you work that through and practice on your own and then come back and play along with the song. The last thing I'd like to mention is that F sharp major chord. It's such a big chord in the song. If you think about it, you can play this song with a capo. You would have to play it in C. I could give you guys the transposition if you'd like. So if you just want to comment below on that, I will totally give that to you. But instead of playing F sharp, and if you had that capo, you could play an E major chord. It would work the same way. But don't let that F sharp major bog you down. Just make sure you get that index finger to squeeze all those strings down to that second fret, and the rest of the fingers will follow. And you don't have to stay there too long. That's the best part. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future, and thanks so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Take care, have a great week, and God bless.